feet and on your hips. Like they would kind of wander away, and it seemed to be some kind of signal issue or tracking issue. So I made sure that I was completely surrounded in base stations. That didn't help. And then I tried repositioning. These are called watchmen. These are the little receivers that receive data from these guys to tell them the position. That didn't really help it. It made it better, but not perfect. And then what ultimately fixed it was when I upgraded to the Gen 2 trackers. But it's not the trackers that fixed it. These have better battery and they're smaller, which is nice, but it was the Gen 2 Watchmen, there we go, that fixed the problem. These actually have the exact same part number as the old ones, but the performance seems to be markedly better. So the reason that I haven't sent all the Gen 1 trackers back to the office is that I was lazy. I even had to switch my media PC to micro ATX so that I could install another expansion card in it. Got one of these sick quad controller USB cards. So each of these ports has its own individual controller, and that was because I thought there might be some kind of bandwidth issue or compatibility issue with having the Watchmen share a USB controller. I spent so much freaking time diagnosing this thing. One thing that didn't work about this machine is the external fans. Oh, okay, because they came unplugged. Well, there's your problem. These fans in the cabinet just never spun, so, and then I never bothered dealing with it because I just opened up the door. Otherwise, this machine's been great though. Got that 3080 in there, 800 watt power supply. This thing's so compact.
I hope you have a more elegant solution for charging when we go to the new place.
How often do you have to put guys in the
You
front?
got the Anchor, like, what is this, like 10 port charger? You plug your thing into the thing?
I think the problem was that it was buried with all the wires on top of it, so you never knew where to put anything.
Yep, agreed.
I just plugged in this light over here and it sparked really big, and I noticed that there's one plug that's plugged into one circuit and one into the other. Is that a problem?
Like, sorry, what? There's a single device that is plugged into two receptacles?
Yeah.
Oh, that wouldn't be best. Oh, this is hilarious. Yep. And
oh, that's bad.
that's a swing and a miss.
That's very bad.
Oh, this is an interesting one. I felt very judged about it, but I actually daily drive a soundbar. And the Sonos Arc, from my experience, has just been the strongest performer. And shout out Sonos for sending a loaner unit of their accompanying subwoofer and then totally forgetting to ever ask for it back. So it's just been like quietly sitting here waiting for Sonos to remember that I have it. I'm sure now that I've said this, they're gonna figure out that I have it and ask for it back. This was a fun project, learning how to put in-ceiling speakers into your house. And actually, because it's a crawl space above this room, I was able to wire all of the base stations as well as that security camera by crawling around in the insulation. We're not gonna go in there again today. We have plenty of file footage of that because we re-blew cellulose insulation and I don't wanna disturb it. But that was a lot of work.
I don't think there's tech in the kitchen.
No tech in the kitchen? Bam! Sonos speaker! Bam! Nest! Smoke thing. So you can press the button, be like, shut up! Oh, no, I don't want to test.
There's a whole pile of tech here.
Hold on a second. Don't you mean there's a whole lot of tech here in this
Okay, wait.
It's not hoarders.
It's hoarding.
I mean,
absolutely.
What's wrong with still having your camera from 15 years ago so that your kids can just play with it? Fun story. These headphones were actually one of the first gifts that Yvonne ever bought me. I had never owned like a really nice pair of headphones, and she went to all the work to figure out exactly what the model I wanted was. These are the HB 555s from Sennheiser. And what were these? A birthday present, I think?
Probably.
Yeah, so these would have been in year one of our relationship, and I actually used these for gaming for many years. Gotta love that mod mic attachment. No detachable cable, gotta be duck and roll right after that. Okay, I'll accompany you on the recorder. Just perish, buddy. Yeah. How much do you love our pantry right now? Not using most of the pantry? Do you mean by sheer volume we haven't actually used most of it? Thanks, Brandon.
The problem is that
Yo, bro,
what's
what's up?
Every time we need something, we go and buy it.
Oi.
That's not even true. Be fair to us. There's not that much duplicate I need all of these pickles, obviously.
Oh my gosh, you're crushing things. And people always thought,
That wasn't my fault. The shelf just fell
just
down.
broke this shelf.
They're not attached to anything. They're just.
Okay, just stop.
Well, what am I supposed to do with these pickles now? I have my feet in the rice. Here's what's going on in here. Oh, see? How could I enjoy charging my car with something that wasn't installed by the one and only Brian the electrician? I remember giving Brian a hard time about this like stupid 2x4 mount that he made for it. I was like, shouldn't we like do something that'll look a little nicer? He's like, yeah, but you'll paint it black. I didn't. Oh, here's a fun one. Guess what this line is? One day I was feeling ambitious and I put badminton court lines down on the floor and a net line so that I could like practice footwork in here. I used it, I think twice. Oh, hey, look, there's the Wiimotes and stuff. Okay, that's awesome. And one of your many helium tanks. Every time there's a party or something, she goes and buys another helium tank. How many do we have of these right now?
I think we have 3, but I think that might be empty, or that one might be.
Might be empty. Hold on. There's only one way to find out.
You are sick. Don't put your mouth on. Oh.
Are you sure it's empty? Because I think there might be a problem with that theory.
This feels like a really bad episode.
But
of
it's
horror.
really funny. You sound all funny and stuff.
Jake,
Oh, I'm a little lightheaded. Sit down, get some oxygen here. It's closing down around me.
oh, that's here.
No, it's
wasn't
not.
it?
Dennis fell through the ceiling. Here.
Oh, god damn it, Dennis.
Almost got
He's upstairs.
Oh yeah, and you made it that far.
Yeah.
That I dress like a cartoon character because I always wear the same thing. This is literally my pants drawer. 1 pair of these pants, 2 pair of these pants, 3 pair of these pants. I only own 1 kind of pants. Basically, if your wardrobe store doesn't look like mine, just full LTT store, then you're not doing it right, I'm afraid. My nightstand's a fun one. This is where all the tech that I like kind of want to try, but I'm not going to get around to ends up. So first of all, I keep all my wireless earphones here. I sleep with earphones in, so I need like a few because if I wake up in the middle of the night and they're dead, then I need to put new ones in. I just like can't sleep without them. Got my favorite handhelds, Steam Deck for most things, and then Ioneo Next. I do really like this thing. They've got some, sounds like they've got some really cool stuff coming as well. Hey, Brandon, check this out. This is that charger that we did the very first short circuit on. So it's Apple Watch, and then iPad, and phone, and AirPods. But I took the, there you go. I took the iPad one, and I put my Ring charger on, so it just sits like that. And then I've got the packaging for those earphones, other more different with things to watch that I wanted to try out for a little bit. Really wanted to try this phone as a daily driver, never got around to it. Wanted to use this dock and put the screen protector on the Ioneo, didn't do that.
This looks too stylish for you.
I know, right?
It's really nice.
Old Note 9, because I just can't let it go.
Oh, I think one of these had your, what's it called? LNG business plan.
No, it's not one of these ones, I don't think.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, what's this? This is what our infrastructure plan looked like in the very early days of being at the office. So Wannick, 24 SSD RAID 51, that goes to editors, whatever the rest of this says. And then that would constant sync with Newton, which would back up to Kamloops nightly. This is a brilliant, way better than what we have now.
Okay, you have a whole bag of headphones when you use wireless headphones.
Right, because someday a solar flare might fry all the wireless headphones. I don't know. Oh, do I still have a TV in my bathroom? What a wonderful question. That's gonna be a big fan. Yes! I actually don't use it that often. More often than not, I'm like vegging in the bathtub, and I just want the little screen because I don't want my eyes to be all overwhelmed. If it was an OLED and I could turn it way down, I'd probably use it more. Oh man, can you go up to the attic? That's probably the sketchiest upgrade we made to this house. Ironically, because of how recently it was completely redone when we put in the air conditioning, that was such a great DIY project, by the way. It was a ton of work, but strongly recommended. So
It's been great. Yeah.
awesome.
Okay. Moving cassettes were so big. They were way bigger.
Do you even notice it anymore?
Yes.
This is really sketchy. This is my roof trusses. That is really not a deal. And we actually put plywood down over almost the entire attic. That's why everything is spread out, because we're trying to spread the load out as much as possible. Once you've got 3 kids and they do all these different activities and stuff, you've got equipment for this and you've got jackets for that.
So 3 kids worth of stuff is like 3 little bays here. That's what we call these things. And then this over here is 3 bays of Linus stuff.
Okay. First, literally last night, she's like, you know, people have sentimental stuff from our relationship. Now today, she's like, oh, why do you have this case that was like the biggest gift I got for you in our first couple of years? And why do you have, okay, that's probably the only thing to do with our relationship. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Laura! Okay, well that's broken. Ooh, why did I keep my retainers?
So Linus will keep 3 sets of his old retainers and won't keep sentimental stuff in our relationship. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't keep it. It's just that it's not in this big. You know what? Maybe I just don't need a lot of reminders of how amazing you are because I live with you every day. What do you think of that?
We actually did, during the first quarantine, an entire video on all the cool old tech Linus had in the attic. So you can check that one out.
Yeah, you're like a pro. You're like thrown into another video. Okay, here's a sentimental thing that I kept that's to do with you. Remember when you encouraged me to buy these shoes because you thought they were so stylish?
I did not encourage you to buy those shoes.
Yeah?
These used to be bright pink, Brandon, and green.
Yeah, like the laces.
And
And
like the Lambo, okay? And then I literally walked out of the Payless because he was in the women's section wanting to get these shoes.
Yeah, you were like, wow, can you believe these are in the clearance section? You should totally buy them.
No.
I can't believe how much tech stuff we've seen already and we hadn't even made it into like the computer room yet. Here's a fun one. This piece of plywood has been here for at least 2 years. I took it off the wall of the world's most comfortable gaming setup when we took down the world's most comfortable gaming setup and turned this into the room where we close the door and do not look at the mess the kids made. I puttied the wall and intended to sand it down and paint over it. Never did it. And now I like to not look in this room and I like to close the door. Yvonne's setup. I finally convinced her to go ultra wide years ago. She insisted for the longest time on having like 2 small monitors. She was like, no, I'll get a headache. This keyboard is the one that we repaired recently, actually. Sort of, we things and repaired it. As for my setup, there's some things that I have changed since the last time you guys saw it, and there's some things that I actually haven't. Sennheiser HD600s, those are still here. I tried swapping them out with the HD8. Whatever the mass drop version of the HD800s is. I tried them out, I just can't get over the comfort. Still using the Rode Podcaster mic, but I've changed my display. So that Aorus 48-inch OLED that I believe was a sponsored video. Man, this video, not sponsored at all, but this thing is freaking awesome. I don't think there's any going back to smaller than 48-inch, which is tough. Because the new QD OLED stuff looks absolutely amazing. That Alienware that we did a video on recently, real tempting. Got a Stream Deck, literally never use it. You can see it's just got the little welcome thing up there. And Razer's Thunderbolt 4 dock, compatibility, good. Performance, good. Reliability, great. Why is the uplink on the front? From a cable management perspective, why would you want that? It took me a solid 10-15 minutes to figure out that it wasn't broken because I was trying using every single back Type-C, I think there's like 3 of them, as the uplink because I assumed the front one was for convenient front I/O access. I never did properly figure out all the cable management in here. This is really bad. My power bar is just hanging off the bottom of the desk now, but I'm not gonna fix that. We're just gonna do it upright at the new place. And then there's the server room. This is the heart of it all. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you, server rack. MikroTik 10 gigabit switch. Ubiquiti has some really good 10 gig stuff now, so we're going almost full Ubiquiti at the new place. Ubiquiti PoE switch. Ubiquiti, is this the Dream Machine? Yeah, this is the UDM Pro. So we're gonna have pretty similar gear at the new place, except like times 3, because that place has literally kilometers of Cat6a cable in it. These personal rigs are gonna come for now, but I think we're actually gonna do a redesigned chassis that's just way smarter, better front I/O, better water cooling layout, like more compatible, and maybe this time around it'll be good enough that we're releasing the design files, or who knows, if it's good enough, then maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do like a rack mount gaming case, partner with some kind of case manufacturer or something.
So I'm not gonna have my owl anymore?
I mean, you can keep it, you can keep yours if you want, but I'm gonna have to. This was hand painted for us by neighbor Steve, who used to be our neighbor next to our office. He's actually technically still our neighbor. The office is just 25 seconds farther away by foot. Also in here, got the Ultimaker 2 Extended that I definitely took from the office to make flexi cats and... Sorry?
Yeah, so that was during the pandemic when we were filming a lot from home. Honestly, looking around at all the tech and reminiscing now, it feels so, so old.
Feels old?
Yeah.
Old.
Like I look at things like the AC cassettes, even though that was only done a year or 2 years ago, and just it looks so unprofessional compared to a lot of
Hey!
stuff that we've got going on.
Well, you know what's not unprofessional? Telling you about our sponsor.
OVH Cloud, it's a global cloud provider operating over 400,000 servers within 33 data centers across 4 continents, covering 1.6 million customers. They offer a wide range of cloud services combining performance and price predictability. Host a
The Good Guys Big Deal Days are on now. Get $300 off this 75-inch Samsung TV. This Lenovo laptop only $549. 46% off this Bosch cordless vacuum. Plus 10% off this hire washer. Big Deal Days, only at The Good Guys.
One of the safest ways to loot and get tasks done early wipe is night raids. In this video, the exiled wolf and I were both using the Vulcan night vision scope you get for completing a task. Things were pretty quiet until we ran into some players doing the same thing we were. If you enjoy this video, like it so we can reach more people, and subscribe for more Tarkov.
Oh, is that a scav up front of you? Nice shot. Not to your right.
Dead scav. Actually, might be a PMC. That is a P. Oh, scav up here. Oh, I see a scav.
What? I wasn't holding my breath. I thought it was. We can't jump to you before you go through.
Oh, hold on, scav.
Go ahead. Nice shot. No, you're good, you're good. Yeah, that PFC down. Now let's keep it moving. We're gonna double this again and watch you, okay?
it's here this time.
Here. I don't have it.
Oh my.
Okay.
We technically have space, so why not?
It's good if we see, but it's bad if they see. Yeah, he's in the building.
Oh, there's a bullet hole in his head. Now there's two.
Oh! Fall back and heal up, I'll cover you. What the fuck?
I'm recording that. He literally had a bullet hole in his head. Look, 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 look.
Dude, that's funny. Where's the other? No.
Frenching.
Wait, what the heck? How did I miss that?
You hear all that, right?
Bada bing. He went to the left side. Yeah, he's towards you. He's towards you, bro. He right that way. Well, if you're ready, I can push this way. You push that way.
No, 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 no. Let's go across the fence.
That way, right? Oh, you back way. Dig, bro. It's too daytime. We need to roll before we die. It's coming up. We don't roll in the daytime, but roll in the nighttime. I'm dead. Get out of there. What's that? Yep, creeping crate. Head, top of the head.
Bruh. There he is. I did kill one. Through this hole right here.
Ooh!
Got him.
Damn, bro. You have to go like that? Yeah. Damn, what guns are those?
Honestly, not that great.
They look good. Did you use it? Oh, they have some. My scar to bush before, you go.
Hmm?
Did you drop my scar in a bush?
Fingers crossed for smoke. Fingers crossed for smoke. Smoke! Wait, is this even mine? Fingers crossed for smoke. Fingers crossed for smoke. Smoke! Wait, is this even mine?
I thought for sure this was fake. But move aside, Logitech. Now that, it's a new king of gaming keyboards.
Wait.
Is that right?
The 1% keyboard. You're gonna be hitting so many headshots, all you need is F to pay respects. Some assembly required. We're gonna need a bigger computer. Time to install the drivers. Let's go to Corsair.com. Time to pay respects. I thought for sure this was fake.
Whatever happened to the gold Xbox controller and the diamond play button PC?
Our potential buyer for the gold Xbox controller, well, got sort of screwed over by COVID. They wanted to come pick it up in person. I can understand that. I probably want to do the same thing. So we haven't sold it yet, which means it's still somewhere. To be clear, when I say somewhere, I know where it is, but I'm not telling you exactly where it is because it's like kind of valuable and stuff. So it's still somewhere, and if someone wants to buy it, I'm open to it, you know? You can get in touch. It's not going to be cheap. I consider it worth more than just the gold, and I want to finally make some money on that project, so there you go. I'm being upfront with y'all. As for the Diamond Play Button PC, it still 100% works. It's actually in my office on my test bench right now. It's amazing. It's so quiet, and because of Thunderbolt, you can even put like a ripping GPU in it. It's freaking awesome.
Whatever happened to the gold Xbox controller and the diamond play button PC?
I've always wanted my own game show, so I started one in a lift.
Welcome to the Elevator Pitch Game Show, sir. Would you like some free money?
No, thank you.
All you need to do is tell me what you're going to spend it on.
A holiday?
I could get you to Butlins. Hello, madam. Please come on in.
Something for my baby. I would like £500,000 to buy a house.
The box is quite small.
Dress, £6. That's not real.
How many notes is that? 200 divided by 5 is? No, it's not.
I'm going to take my daughter to the cinema. Are you joking?
Bet you're going to wish you asked for more now. Enjoy.
Thank you.
I didn't sneeze, but...
¡Salame!
Low.